Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Every year, the City of Springfield completes projects called capital improvements, and these are projects that can cost anywhere from tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. They completed 28 projects in 2018 for a total of $43 million and have many more projects on the way in 2019. Randall Whitman, the principal planner with the City of Springfield, is joining me today. Randall, thanks for being here. Congratulations on the projects completed in 2018, but there's a lot more on the way in 2019 as well.
Yeah, last week City Council approved the 2019 Capital Improvements Program. The city updates the Capital Improvements Program on an annual basis that creates a plan and schedule for all the capital improvements for the coming 6 years, and that starts in 2019 and goes all the way to 2024. So those are projects that the city needs to update by adding new projects to the report or to the plan. But it also includes taking projects off of the rolls that are completed and then updating the scope of services, the project scope, timelines, cost estimates, those types of things. And it includes projects literally from A to Z, projects from the airport to the zoo. Planning contributes projects as well as the fire department, the parks department. But the majority of the projects included come from public works and environmental services. And
you guys have actually a lot of projects on the way here in 2019. 28 were completed in 2018. But there's 126 projects slated for 2019 as well that you guys will start working on. Kind of talk about where the funding for some of these projects comes from.
Well, funding comes from a variety of sources, and a lot of these projects are shared projects. Projects get funded either from the quarter-cent capital improvement sales tax or the 8-cent transportation sales tax, the general fund, level property tax, or other common funding sources. Each one of the departments may have independent funding sources like the airport, the parks department, the art museum. They have particular donor projects and things like that. So it's a variety of funding sources. Some of them are grant funded. As I said, some of them are partnership programs with either the Department of Transportation or Department of Natural Resources. Some of them are funded from brownfields and a variety of other programs.
And there's, with 126 projects going on, multiple projects going on in the city at one time, there's only so much manpower that you guys can dedicate to certain things at once. How are these plans prioritized? How do you guys decide which ones get work first?
Well, Public Works mainly goes out early in the year, and they identify projects that they find are priorities, and they do a variety of polls and surveys through the city's public information office to identify what the community's priorities are, identify mandates that we need to meet through the state. And there's all types of criteria, but for the most part, it's a very transparent process, and the program's really about providing an opportunity for the public to know what's going on ahead of time. As I said, it's a 6-year program, so they don't get to just see what's planned in the coming year, but what's going out or what's planning, out into the next 5 years as well.
Sure, and you said this is really, the projects range from A to Z, and they're in Zone 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the city. Kind of talk about what are some projects that people in the city will actually see taking place over the next year and beyond.
This coming year, there's a number of projects that begin either in terms of the design and construction. In terms of street widening projects, there's a variety of kind of high-profile arterials. Primrose Avenue has got a big project going, Galloway. Division Street east of National, Cherry Street east of National. Fremont is a big widening project. There's a number of bridge replacement programs or projects starting this year. One on Scenic, one on Mount Vernon. There's a smaller one on Walnut Street. So in addition to street projects, there's I think there's like $13 million worth of improvements planned at the Southwest Treatment Plant, about $7 million worth of improvements at the landfill. And this year and the coming year, design and acquisition of property for the addition of several new fire stations will begin too. So that's kind of a big deal for the city.
Now, how many of these projects are actually because of road widening projects or projects that are because Springfield seems to be getting busier and busier. There's more businesses coming into town. For you as a principal planner, I mean, how do you guys plan ahead for more people coming into town and more widening for roads and all of that type of stuff?
Most of the street widening projects are based on volume and capacity. There's also priority given to the pedestrian. Public Works wants to make sure that they provide accommodations for more than just the car, so they look not just at the streets available capacity in terms of traffic, but they look at the pedestrian use and, the connections in terms of other major arterials and neighborhoods and things like that. So it's more than just street improvements, it's sidewalks, and they address stormwater utilities and a variety of things. So the city really tries to look wholeheartedly at the whole process, and that's kind of the behind the scenes, look at where we identify these projects.
Absolutely. If people at home are, interested to see if where these projects are going on at, is there a place that they can check out a list of these projects?
Yeah, the entire 2019 capital improvements program is online at springfieldmo.gov/2019 CIP.
All right. Randall, thanks so much for coming in today. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We'll be back with more after this.